So my name is George. I'm the token Canadian. I'm the only Canadian on the group, and I come from Vancouver.
I'm Tuhina. I'm a pulmonologist from Philadelphia.
I'm Shawn. I'm a family medicine OB from Nebraska.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about your group.
We have a very diverse group of providers, and I think we made a team very quickly, very easily, and everybody found our niche very quickly.
Okay. And how did you get together? Like, how did you get on this trip?
Somebody emailed me.
Yeah, I got an email from, I think it's Global Medical. Yeah, they told me about this trip, and I was like, sure, why not?
And I've been in touch with Sarah through Comp Health, and I've been asking her for where I can volunteer, and she set me up for this.
Okay. So what has every day been like this week?
So every day has been quite different. From going to small communities to working in Xela, where we were slammed, which was good to help so many people. And so it's a variety of illnesses that we were seeing, and it's interesting to work in a place that's the resources are low, and you try to make what you have. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's been good. It's been good to work with a good team. Yeah, that was my experience.
What kind of population have you attended this week?
I think we've had a lot of working class people and a lot of people that are extremely poor. You know, the gravity of the poverty didn't really hit me until, the guy said, well, I had Pro, but I couldn't afford to buy anymore. So it's something that we kind of take for granted, that is very easy to get for anybody in the U.S. So that was kind of profound. It's like, oh my goodness, you can't afford your $1 Pro. That's a day-to-day thing for them.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the people that you worked with here on the ground, like coordinators, translators.
I think that's been a really eye-opening experience for me, speaking probably the least amount of Spanish among the doctors here. I think they were just so excellent, so easy to work with. Patients love them. They spend all the extra time explaining things. I'm always amazed at how quickly a pharmacy can be brought together with such a wide variety of medicines. And I'm amazed at how smooth the flow was, especially when we had a lot of patients, like yesterday. And it goes to show that you can't just manage with a couple of physicians. You need like a whole team to make everything come together, and that was really well thought of. Every aspect of the team was well
I think the part of the team that's been doing the pharmacy has been really working extremely hard. Harder than I have been. I've been playing with babies a lot, so I've enjoyed it, and we were really busy yesterday, but it was very doable. It wasn't anything that was extraordinary. It was certainly an accomplishable amount of work.
Yeah, and I think it's also interesting to see how the doctors here also who had come from abroad had taken different niches. So for me, I was just doing whatever I do back in Canada. I'm seeing patients and treating them, but there are other doctors who have worked at the pharmacy. Some are doing registration. So each one of us is doing something different based on what the need was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you do in your free time here?
That was fun. We went to a lovely restaurant yesterday for dinner. We found a nice bar. We went shopping. Shawn and I tried to attempt a little bit of a brisk walk for a couple of miles.
Yes,
traffic.
it was very difficult with the traffic.
And I think the best part was honestly interacting with the host family. I think that was just so wonderful. Spending time in their house, learning about their lives, them being so open to sharing everything with us. Not just food, but the whole experience. I think that's actually been the most fun. To get to know a family and eating a lot of delicious food.
Our house mother has just, you like to eat? And she just cooks more and more and more.
Yeah. Between the house mom and Xela Pan, it's a problem.
Yes. And the coffee and the hot chocolate in Guatemala has been just to die for.
And I enjoyed getting to know my roommate. You start having a roommate with somebody you've never met before, and she reminds me so much of my sister already, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. I think we fit together perfect, and she had some things that she wanted to get done, and so I did some exploration so she didn't have to walk all over town before she could find where she wanted to go, and I think it worked out really great. I think things went together very
I
well.
think the team camaraderie has been fantastic. We could have so ended up with a bunch of people that we didn't really get along with socially, but always you can get along with people professionally. But it's just been so great to also have a bunch that you get along with socially and that you actually make friends with. And yesterday I added a whole bunch of people on social media, so I know I'm going to stay friends with them going forwards. And I know that's luck of the draw, but I think these experiences that bring us together also unite us because we are actually more alike than we are different.
That's true.
And the very fact that we want to volunteer means that we have some interests in common already. So it's easy to find other interests and then just sort of cement everything together.
Yeah.
And of course, we couldn't have done it without Petra and Sarah. Yeah. That goes without saying.
All right. Would you sign up again for a trip like
yeah,
this?
definitely.
Or recommend it to
sure.
others?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt. I would love to do something like this once every year. Gives
For
you enormous perspective.
Yeah.
And you go back to the States and you realize there's obviously no just one way of practicing medicine. And more importantly, that I have more skills than I think I have. And not in medicine. or not just necessarily only in my area of specialty. Like we can do so many other things and be useful. It takes me back to when you were in India, when I was in India, and there's so much community service, and I miss that. And after coming here, I realized I really do miss that in my regular practice.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it again for sure. Unless Sarah boots me out and doesn't give me any more assignments.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for a great week.
Yeah.
And hope to see you back sometime here in Guatemala.
Yes, we'd love to. Thank you.
All right.
So